You just ruined my manufactured outrage.
Yeah.
Okay, from schools to tools. Does Twitter make you bitter? According to the New York Times, a website, reading other people's tweets sometimes isn't a treat. As the co-founder of photo-sharing site Flickr says, it creates FOMO, fear of missing out. It's the feeling you get when people are tweeting about fun things and you're stuck inside reading Harry Potter to your 8 cats. Shout out to Andy Levy. Or as one professor said of her colleagues tweeting from the super annoying South by Southwest festival, quote, "It feels like high school. All the cool kids are at a cool party and I'm home on Friday night." I think that's short for Friday. Yeah. And of course there's the "look at me, I'm so cool" tweets from people like Slate editor Jacob Weisberg, who wants people to know that they're invited to that he's invited to something that you are not. Quote, "Should I go to Google party? Tired, but also hungry. Hashtag Davos."
Oh my God.
Go poop yourself.
Amazing.
Yes.
Isn't that disgusting, salsa dancing dog? They got that little man into that furry suit. I'll never know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My favorite, Michael, of these kinds of tweets are what I call the traveling tweets. Like when you complain about the food in the Chilean airport, just to let everybody know that you're in Chile. I hate that.
At a Chili's?
At a Chili's in Chile. Actually, they have a place in Chili's called America. And it's actually edible food. All right? Do you agree with me that this is a problem?
Which bit is a problem? It's all a problem.
Tweeting
is a problem.
Yes.
Jacob Weisberg is a problem. You know, Davos is a problem. No, I think it's really funny that I think that I'm a FOMO.
Yeah.
Because I read everyone's tweets and I'm really sad that I'm not in Switzerland with like 5'1" guys that got beaten up in high school. Yeah, no, it's a huge problem.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but honestly, if you are racked with jealousy by reading Twitter, you have so many more problems.
That is true. That is true. You know, because I don't even have a computer and I read Twitter, which is really interesting because I have them printed out and sent to me, which is kind of nuts. Diane, aren't those kind of tweets, though, the people that are talking about their trips and whatnot, a sign of insecurity? Oh, look at what I'm doing. I must be important.
Well, yes, but that's the point of all social media, isn't it? To show how fabulous your life seems through pictures and status updates and tweets and anything else that you can fabricate to make yourself look really, really cool.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of it is fabrication, isn't it, Essie? You make up all your tweets.
Of course, my account exists solely to make people jealous about my, famous celebrity politician run-ins and to tell you where I'm going to be, on television.
Yeah, the time you ran into Congressman McCracken, everybody went crazy. Yeah. Senator Rick McJustice.
I know. I live an exciting life.
Justice.
But the problem isn't Jacob Weisberg per se.
Yeah.
No, it's actually
Let me finish. It's that Jacob Weisberg combines the "I'm at this fabulous event" with apathy.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if I'm going to go, though.
That's good. Yeah, good point.
No, F you, Jacob Weisberg. That's just mean.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You have to be excited about the things you're going to.
No, but he's like ambivalent,
which
makes it doubly worse.
But that's fake ambivalence. It's fake ambivalence.
Because he's
ambivalence.
But that has nothing to do with Twitter. If he's on Twitter, he would have said the same thing if he was sitting at a table with us. Should I go to this party or not?
No. If he was sitting here, he'd hit on you.
It's the same thing.
or me.
Or you, Paul. I don't know, Jacob.
One of the Hotmail party coming up.
Speaking of Hotmail, Bill, none of your tweets ever make anybody jealous, right?
That's why everyone should follow me at @Bill Schultz. No T, please. And I'll tell you why. Because I make your life sound awesome. Here is a little missive that I wrote this Friday. OMG, y'all. The Rockford Files complete series is finally on DVD. Guess who's postponing suicide for another weekend? LOL. Follow.
It's interesting. But Bill raises a good point. Don't follow Bill Schultz with a T because the poor soul hates you.
Right. Bill Schultz with a T actually exists, and sometimes people send me hate tweets, and this poor sap gets them and has no idea where they're coming from.
He's not a sap. He's just unlucky in life. And that
this
his name
poor alleged sap gets these and has no idea where they're coming from. Sorry, Bill Schultz with a T. Learn how to spell Schultz, by the way.
All right. Do I have time for one more thing? All right, I got to go to the T's. Coming up, what's wrong with strudel anyway? That's on her new book, What's Wrong with Strudel? The glazed topping's relentless attack on the right. Bet you didn't know that. He's the child who claims he went to heaven. And no, there were no unicorns, sadly. I love my unicorns. Adorable kid, though. Pretty different. Well, he's 11 and already been to heaven. I speak of Colton Burpo, the boy who sat in Jesus' lap. Yet, his story has provoked gasps of disbelief and also sold a bunch of books. Yeah, I'm jealous. Well, it goes like this. In 2003, when he was only 4, Colton had a brush with death. And months after surviving the burst appendix, he described a trip to the next world where angels sang to him and he met his great-grandfather. The youngster also talked about stuff he'd no way of knowing, and that convinced his father, a pastor in Nebraska, that others should hear his story. The family soon landed a book deal. Now said book, Heaven is for Real, based on this kid, is a nonfiction bestseller. On Monday, Colton and his parents appeared on the Today Show.
After 17 days in the hospital, Colton emerged, but he was different. He began speaking about things he couldn't possibly know about. His mother's miscarriage, his dad's prayers.
I could see my dad in one room praying and talking to God while I was sitting on Jesus' lap and I was looking down at him.
And what were you feeling then, sweetheart?
Well, you feel safe once you're in heaven.
He was later asked to describe what heaven looked like.
Well, there's a lot of colors, a lot of people, and a vast number of animals.
And aren't the people all young and nobody wears glasses, you said?
Yes, nobody wears glasses, but you're in like your 20s, 30s.
Last November, Colton and his dad visited Fox and Friends.
You also, Colton, say that God is a very, very big person, right?
Yeah, he can actually fit the entire world into his hands.
Wow. So many people want to know what you now know. What about Jesus?
Well, Jesus, he had a rough but kind face, sea blue eyes, and a smile that lit up the heavens.
Bless his heart. Essie, in heaven, they don't wear glasses. Are they?
Psyched.
Are they? That means you're finally going to lose the glasses.
I might convert. I
Yes.
have to convert first. But I'm well on my way thanks to Colton Burpo.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
He's an adorable kid.
He is adorable.
He's an adorable kid.
But can I say, Greg,
Little
he's going to be
Muppet.
so obnoxious from now on.
Why?
Because anytime his parents say, you have to do something, he's going to be like, I talked to Jesus.
Yeah.
And he disagrees with you.
Yeah.
And he's pissed at you for
knows
telling me to
Jesus.
do that.
Yeah. Diane, kids would never do something like this to get attention, right?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they would, but I don't know. I feel like it's like when your friend exaggerates to tell a story,
Yeah.
and you know that they're exaggerating, but it makes the story better, so you just let it go.
Yeah.
You get a book
You know,
deal.
I mean,
And then you get a book deal.
well, but the thing is, I mean, so he tells this story.
Perhaps I'm just jealous that the guy's selling a lot of books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know,
You are.
how do we know that this isn't a dream that was elaborated on and now it's on all these talk shows? It's just kind
As
of.
fact.
Wait. Can I just?
You got something.
Okay. His description of heaven is what we all think heaven is supposed to be when we were kids. So it came from somewhere. That's what.
It sounds like Cambodia in 1975. It's like no one wears glasses, and the people are. Some people get that joke. It's a Khmer Rouge joke.
I thought. I got it.
But I didn't know that his father was a pastor.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to be too skeptical here, but it kind of stacks the deck. If you're. And by the way, when did this happen? I mean, this happened in 2003.
Yeah, and he's now
the
11.
book, did it just take him a really long time to write the book?
I don't know, but he's got a good vocabulary. I was very impressed with the use of the word vast. I was like, I didn't know what vast meant until weeks ago.
Right.
Bill, did you ever dream of heaven?
Sometimes. I would say my belief, as far as that's concerned, most of my beliefs, as far as heaven is concerned, come from the Church of Belinda Carlisle, which states simply that heaven is a place on earth.
It's a place.
Right.
Now I subscribe to the Church of Colvin Burpo, I believe his name is.
Burpo.
Where heaven is getting a lucrative book deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That to me is the new
I
heaven.
just think he had like a, you know what they call a when somebody has a when they're walking towards the light, when they're about to, like, what do you call it?
Near-death experience.
That's what it was. And,
yeah.
And I just hope that it doesn't influence the way he thinks later. If this is, I mean.
Oh, I think he's on his way.
All right.
This kid's got it made.
Yes.
All right. Do you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. And to leave a voicemail, my direct line, call 212-462-5050. I love the little guy. And still to come. I do.
Good kid.
He's a good kid.
Yes.
The halftime report, a wonderful kid.
Imagineering.
Fantastic kid.
Halftime report from TV's Andy Levy, not a good kid. Terrible kid.
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by hula hoops. Those plastic toy hoops used for twirling around the waist, limbs, or neck, and usually measuring between 28 to 40 inches in diameter. Thanks, hula hoops.